Wade Rose was one of the finest young men, and I say that because at the time we were in our 20s. Finest coach that I ever had the opportunity to work with. I think the thing that he had going for him that a lot of people leave out, he was a great role model. And along with that, he made athletics fun. Basketball was fun at Ashe Central. Well, going into the season, we had been into football in October, of course, and Wade had been my assistant. I was head football coach. And we talked a lot about the upcoming season, and we felt like, and Wade told me, I believe we've got the last piece of the puzzle moving in. His name was David Mullis. He had been in Texas. And so our thoughts were very positive, and we felt, yes, it could be a special season. But there's always one factor that's got to be involved, and that's luck. And you never know where that's going to happen or not. We ate lunch together that day, and Wade left the lunch table a little ahead of me. He said he was feeling bad, and so when I got through eating, I headed down to the coach's office, and I found him laying in the floor. Wasn't sure what happened, but we called, and eventually what we found out was the malignant tumor had ruptured. And, of course, the poison had gone all through his system, and, of course, the diagnosis was liver cancer.
We didn't realize how bad it was. And it was devastating. We'd played for him for 5.5 years, and we wanted to see an accomplishment that we thought we were capable of.
I think this team there was a lot expected out of this team for the simple reason that I think most of the boys, especially the senior class, had played for Coach Rose for years. We had a great point guard, which was Charlie Bowers. You had a two guard, which was David Pell, could shoot and handle the ball. Roger Howell and some of the guys and Mike Badger and some of the guys that played on the wings, and Landy Blevins. Also had Bob Francis inside, which nobody could touch Bob at that time. He was just head and shoulders above everybody else, we thought. And then David Mullis moved in from Texas as a junior, which really aided us inside. And that was you had pretty much right there a team, a person for every position that was suited for that position.
Now, Wade, he fought that battle hard early in the season. He was able to coach the first 6 or 8 games. We were together working hand to hand, which we always had. But at that point in time, he told me it was going to be difficult for him to continue. And I said, well, Coach, we're going to carry on what Wade Rose has been preaching for a long time. And nothing doesn't have to change, but we'll do what Coach Rose wanted. See, early on we had lost at North Wilkes, and that was the only game we lost all season. And it was 1 or 2 games after that when Wade had to step back. And, of course, I wasn't thinking at the end of the road. We were just game to game. And I guess one of the things that made it so easy for, I don't know whether the word is easy or not, but the players, I had a good relationship with them. We were a small school, and I'd been the assistant coach prior to all that. And I just said to them, I remember distinctly that we're going to continue what Coach Rose, and we're going to win them for Coach Rose, and that's the way it continued, and we changed very little.
Coach Walker had big shoes to fill. He did a good job. He had been around Coach Rose enough to know what was going on, and he did a great job with the rest of the guys and filling in that position. And all along, I think he stressed too a lot of times that we needed to do this for Coach Rose.
After we beat North Wilkes at home, the second time that we played them, we knew that we were a good team. And from that point on, I think we had that in our mind. I don't think we ever mentioned it. We never talked about it. We started talking about it after we won the conference and went to the district and won the district. But as far as talking about it, I don't think we did.
I know I always reported in to Coach Rose up until his last few months. He tried to keep up and had a lot of conversations and always kept them very positive. And the players, we all went to see him at times. So. The thing that I remember that was probably most predominant in adversity was in the district tournament, which was on down the road a little ways. But we were playing West Wilkes, and at halftime we were down 10 points. And I decided the goal was about the size of a golf hole. The ball wouldn't go in. One of our worst nights shooting the first half. The second half we came out at halftime. We didn't change a lot, but we talked about playing more defense. And so as we came out in the second half, I'll never forget, we shot 88% the second half against West Wilkes, and we beat them 2 points, 60-58. I don't know, that gave us a lot of confidence going on into the state playoffs.
When they saw we were going to get into the playoffs, everybody in the whole county really, really came together because they saw how good this group could be. And I think they realized it. And I mean, we had people every game would drive from Winston, from the Beaver Creek area, from the Northwest area, Ashe Central, everywhere. I mean, the whole county. People that normally probably wouldn't even go watch a ball game, they would be there. It was just packed every night for us. And I think that really, really meant a lot. I know it meant a lot to me, and it meant a lot to the rest of the guys, because it seemed like it did bring a unity back to the county. I mean, we always had the Beaver Creek Northwest Ashe Central rival. You know how that is, being so close. But this was much different. This was something that it was from this county. I mean, it was something that everybody could be proud of.
So I had a lot of confidence in the players, and we decided to go big that night because the team we were playing, Anson County. And we also made one other decision that I think proved to be important. We didn't want to get in foul trouble, so the first quarter we played a 1-3-1 zone. And I think the score maybe at the end of the first quarter, but I believe it was ahead 25-20, but we went man-to-man. And the second quarter is when we won the game. We ate them up the second quarter.
I don't remember exactly what he said, but I imagine what he would say is, don't stop. Just keep going the way you're going. Do exactly what we've been doing the first half. And we did it for the third quarter, and by the end of the game, all 12 players had played the game. So that was something that I was very proud of, that we were able to move out ahead as much as we could, and everybody was able to play in the game. You finish the game and you go out bowling for a party. We went to the bowling alley, and we come in at 4 o'clock in the morning, and there's the newspaper, and it reads, Ashe Central wins for dying coach. And then it hit you. And then on Monday morning, after that was on Saturday night, And then Monday morning at about 5 o'clock, he passed away. And my dad owned a service station grocery store, and I had to be there at 15 till 6 every morning, opening that store. And as soon as I walked in the door, the phone rang, and it was my future wife telling me that Coach Rose had died.
Well, I was so pleased for the young men, achieving what they had done, and then Ashe County coming out to welcome them home. And during all that, we had accomplished a goal that sometimes it was unsaid, but we were winning for Wade Rose. And I felt so strong that Wade had exemplified what the team really was in terms of him being a role model, as I said early on, and the character of the team represented that. And so we had, I guess Wade was like a sixth man on the floor as we went into a lot of those games, in particular in the state tournament. And